Hello friends, our next topic is Coulomb's law. The Coulomb's law is of a system of two charges. As we see here, there are two charges Q1 and Q2 placed at a distance r apart from each other. The force of attraction or repulsion between them is directly proportional to the product of charges and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. When we combine them, we get F proportional Q1 Q2 upon R square. Now we put a constant here, that is 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught k Q1 Q2 upon R square. This is entire Coulomb's law formula. The unit is Newton. This is a basic formula. Now we are studying this formula in depth. The conditions. The first condition is that there should be two charges. The single charge cannot produce force. The second condition, that both charges should be stationary. If they are moving, they will produce magnetic field as well as electric field. The third condition is there should be some distance between them. So these are the three conditions which holds the Coulomb's law. Now, there are two arrows F pointing outward. We have considered here that these charges are both are positive. They will feel repulsion force and the direction of force should be outward. Remember one thing, either the force is attractive or repulsive. The direction which I noted here by red ink is always on the line of joining the charges. Understand? Let me clear. If this charge is positive and this charge is negative, and this is the distance between them. Now the direction of force will be inward. This is F, and the force will be attraction. They will never come feel the force like this way or this way or this way or this way. Always the direction of force will be on the line joining the two charges. Remember this point, and this direction will be very much beneficial for you in all these chapters. This constant 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught k, the value of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power 9, and this epsilon naught is absolute permittivity. And this K not mentioned here because it is dielectric constant of the medium. Dielectric constant. The value of K is 1 for air or vacuum. So remember, this is basic formula, and when we will use it in our numerical, because medium either will be air or vacuum, then we will use this formula only, that is F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 upon R square. Now comes numerical time. First numerical. If the two charges are doubled and their distance is also doubled, what will be effect on the force acting between them? Let us find out. We will take first case, Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to Q. And when charges are doubled, that is Q1 dash is equal to Q2 dash is equal to 2Q. And the R dash is also doubled, that is 2R. We will frame two equations here. The first case will be F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q dot Q upon R square. The next will be 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q 2Q into 2Q upon 2R whole square. And when we divide these two equations, that is equation 1 and equation 2, what will we get? We will get F upon F dash is equal to 1, because 2 into 2 and here is 2 square. They will cancel each other and F will be F dash. This is a single mark question. Now, the second one. Calculate the force between two alpha particles. Do you know alpha particles? Placed at 1 angstrom apart. This is our question. Now, both charges are same. Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to, the charge on alpha particle is plus 2e. The distance is 1 angstrom. 1 angstrom is 10 to the power minus 10 meter. And the force is, just apply the formula, Coulomb's formula, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q1 into Q2 upon R square, that is 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 2 into 1.6 10 to the power minus 19. Square can be taken here because Q1 into Q2 and minus 10 whole square. Solve it, you will get the answer. The next question is, there are two charges, plus 2 microcoulomb and plus 6 microcoulomb, and they are placed at a distance of 1 meter apart. First part is, we have to find out the force between them. Very simple, F is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9, just by applying Coulomb's law. 2 micro is 10 to the power minus 6 into 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 upon 1 into 1, you will get the answer in Newton. This is the first part. Now the second part. The question is, if we join the two charges, additive property. If we join the two charges and then separated and placed at the same distance, what will be the new force? Now, just we are trying it. Both charges are joined by additive property. The total charge will be plus 2 plus 6, that is plus 8 microcoulomb. And when this charge is separated again, the entire charge will be divided equally. redistribution of charge, q by 2 and q by 2. Then the new charges will be q1 dash is equal to q2 dash is equal to plus 8 by 2 is equal to plus 4 microcoulomb. And the distance is same. Apply the formula, 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 1 into 1, because they are again placed at the same distance. Okay? Got it? Now, the third part. If this system of charges, that is plus 2 and plus 6, they are given an additional charge of plus 4 coulomb to each of them. It means the plus 4 coulomb charge is given to first charge and the second charge both equally. Now, our charges will be changed. We can write either capital Q dash is equal to plus 2 plus 4 by supplying charge. The new charge is 6 microcoulomb. Q2 dash plus 6 plus 4, that is plus 10 microcoulomb, and the distance is same. Apply the formula again, you will get 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 6 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 10 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 1 into 1. Now the fourth part, the most typical one, and the part is, if the second charge is earthed, इसकी अर्थिंग कर दें, find the new force. Guess it. Any guess? After earthing, this charge becomes 0 and the force becomes 0, because initially I have told you the single charge does not create any force of attraction or repulsion. Lastly, this is a numerical based on Coulomb's law with diagram. It is a right angle triangle having side 3, 4 and 5 centimeter. The charges on A, B and C plus minus 2 microcoulomb, plus 1 microcoulomb and plus 4 microcoulomb. We have to find out the net force at point B. This is our point B. Before applying formula, we have to find out the direction of force, because force is a vector quantity and we have to add these forces by vector addition method. Now, at A, the charge is negative. At B, the charge is positive. So, the force will be attractive force, and at B, it will be in this direction, F A. In the same way, the point C is positive, point B is positive, there will be a force of repulsion in this way. The resultant of this force can be determined very easily by law of parallelogram of forces. angle is 90, apply the formula. Now, I am going to find out the FA and FC. First of all, make it clear, I am just repeating, charge at A is negative, charge at B is positive. The force of attraction will act and the force on this point will be FA in this direction, in the direction of A. The C is positive, B is positive, force will be repulsive and the force at B due to C is FC, that is outward. The FA will be 9 into 10 to the power 9 into Q1, 2 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 3 centimeter. We have to convert it into meter. 3 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole square Newton. Now, we have to mention direction here. The direction will be B to A in this way. This is FC 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 1 into 10 to the power minus 6 into 4 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by again 4 centimeter, 4 into 10 to the power minus 2 whole square Newton. Direction will be C to B. It is very important to mention these directions. Solve them and the final answer will be FA square plus FC square plus twice FA FC cos 90. This is law of parallelogram, the angle is 90, the whole term become 0 and you will find the answer by this, solving this only, FA square plus FC square. Got it? I am repeating. When you find out FA and FB, solve them, find the units here, put these value in this law of parallelogram formula. Cos 90 is 0, this term becomes 0. You will get only FA square and FC square. Put these two values here, you will get the answer directly. If you want to find the direction, divide them FA upon FC, you will get the tan theta. This is the final solution of this question. I have given you some different type of examples of Coulomb's law. It's my request to you, go through these problems again, solve more and more numericals from your NCERT book, from your helping book, from questions downloaded from net, whatsoever the chance may be. Solve as many as questions you can and I will teach you the next topic on my next session. Okay, bye bye, good luck.